Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked sacred city of Arden.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 26th expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the 16th of Toternios. It is Bacillus Day. Welcome, everybody. Let's go around the voice channel here and see who's here and who there's playing. Who are we playing? And also note if you have an oath outstanding.
Yeah, so I'm Adam. I am playing Erythros the Bard, who recently got a Ring of Change Self, and that's basically all there is. Oh, he was once he was raised in a circus as a strongman, so he's very muscly. So that's all there is to him.
Awesome.
I'll go next. Skelex is a Spathari fighter, very strong and a little bit of a jerk. Is very excited to actually have nice equipment for the first time in his life, hoping not to die.
That would be me next. I'm Lewis. I'm playing Samanduk, who is a Kumus Nomad Seer, an occult initiative. She's super hyped to finally have some magic loot to see her through her prevails. Yeah. And obviously, good Lash, for good measure, is my townsperson retainer who just seems to love me and will not take money off me for services rendered.
Yeah, and we won't talk about how you refuse to level them up.
Yeah.
But keep them hungry. I'm Memento Mori. I'm playing Kaldar, the Dwarven Priest, who is returning. He has a little bit more money to him now, so I'm not so worried about him dying of poverty. But he is here to tag along and make sure everyone's doing all right.
And I'm MK. I'm playing Nenad, Elven Thief.
And I am Varen, for the first time playing Aelwick, a steel-clad and iron-masked Spathari channeler.
So cool. Okay. It is a cloudy, dreary day today, as it was yesterday, as we disembark from the Inn of the Broken Head. What's the plan today?
Today we seek the goblins in the depths in order to enlist their mutual beneficial help against the Plumthorns in a two-pronged attack that we hope to launch with their assistance.
Awesome. Where are we going to achieve that?
There's a passageway in the Eastern Gate area of Ardenville that some members of our company have found to go into the depths by way of a troll's lift down there.
Yes. Into the deep dark. Right. Are we taking the standard Vulgaris opening?
And what is that?
By the river.
I still don't know what that means. You've said it every session, but it's like
there's a couple planks in the fence that you can kind of move that are by the river that you can kind of slide out and go that way, and it takes you through the ruins by the river side, which
it
means you
all
avoid
been demolished. Yeah.
It means you avoid the north gate.
Sure.
Great.
It ain't broke. Don't fix it.
All right. Are we passing by the Temple of Thoth?
Check in on those monkeys.
Yeah.
I think it actually may be a good idea to avoid the Temple of Thoth actively, maybe take a slightly roundabout approach, just because that is, potentially there could be Plumthorns up there, since they do, at the present, still control the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to, would you say you're dilly-dallying, taking your time, searching any kind of curious things along the way, or are we kind of just focused?
I think we are moderately eyes on the prize. I don't think we're waiting around too much. Only as much caution as is needed for possibly stealth.
Sure.
Right. That sound good to everybody?
Before we head out of town, how are we stocked up on oil and torches and stuff?
Oh yeah, I should actually supply.
Very angry at us last time we took some.
I have 3 oil.
And I have a lantern and no oil. So
Skelex has 2 torches, but no lantern.
Oh, I also have a lantern.
Aelwick also has 2 more torches.
Because I think we need 2 at least to get down.
Yeah, I'd say we want some to get back up as well, so we should really take a healthy supply. I'll completely fill up on torches.
I still don't know how many slots we can carry, so I've been going with 10.
It's your strength.
Sheet.
Oh, so I can carry 16? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
One torch is 1 slot, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll grab some oil flasks and stuff just to have them available, because someone was filling up on torches, right?
Yeah, I've got 6 torches. I also have an orange cap mushroom, Eric. Does that expire?
Absolutely. So it used to be a torch when it was harvested, but after a week, it turns into just a lumpy mushroom.
I've probably eaten it at this point.
Yeah, you can totally eat it.
Do we need large quantities of rope? Are we going anywhere that requires a major descent?
I would say large quantities. I have 2 with me.
Okay.
I've got 2 lengths of rope as well.
Okay, then that should be enough.
We don't have to climb anything that we're aware of for this path, so.
Sounds like we're in pretty good shape then.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we shove off. Right. Cool. The temple is empty today, as you all take a gander up. No baboons or anything like that up top. Instead, it's kind of just a quiet day. Nothing's really around. Obviously, of course, the frogs and stuff by the river are making their sounds. Birds are chirping, that kind of like. But yeah, as you cross towards the northeastern city ruins, those spikes with the adventurers' heads on them are gone. Someone, I mean, they're on the ground. They're not like disappeared. Someone knocked them over. Doesn't seem like anything else has changed as we head over to the east gate. Getting to the east gate's totally fine. I assume you're going to the north tower, trying to find that entrance again that you know about. Yeah. Great. You have to move some bushes and stuff away. But it's there. So for the uninitiated, this northern tower is a ruined gate tower. Basically only the first floor kind of remains and the rest has been kind of smashed in. Peering inside one time, you didn't really see anything of interest. However, to the northern side, so that would be like the western side of the gate, or like northern side if we're using like the global compass, there is a little crack in the near the foundations of this tower that leads into a sort of almost like a lower basement floor. And in there are several bedrolls and a chest. Only this time the bedrolls that were here last time are gone. And the chest has a nice little lock on it. And there's a note on the chest. In Arcontian.
Do tell. I think we all speak Arcontian. Yeah. Let's check out who's been here.
It says
Calda's been here before.
Yeah. It says, consider this a test.
Okay.
Doesn't have a signature.
No. If somebody had the other note, I would say that the handwriting looks remarkably similar. Perhaps a forger has also seen this note and made a copy of it and studied that handwriting. Or it's the same person.
The last note was like, I hope you enjoyed our gear.
Our gear.
You
torches
best
and
replace it.
Yep.
Or else.
Was it from the plum thorns that we all hate, or
It
was
was
it
from somebody that punched a hole in rock.
So we know there's somebody around that is not friendly to adventurers and like spoiling for a fight, but we don't know who they are.
Do we know they're spoiling for a fight?
Well, these particular people, I think a previous party stole all their like supplies.
Some of the supplies.
Some of them.
Okay, I want to like
torches.
force my way into this and just put some torches in there and leave it.
Well, I was
I'll
talking
put something in there.
Oh.
So
There
if
is-
you have a thief,
Like, I want to go and do the work to break in just to put things in there, just because I think it would be funny.
You don't need to break it open. Like, I could just pick it.
pick it.
Yeah,
Pick it.
sure, that'll work too.
Yeah.
We should probably make sure it's not trapped first, though, because it sounds like they would trap us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming anytime the thief is like, I want to pick the lock, that they're also looking for traps.
Yeah. Look, I would take absolutely no pleasure in the like idea of killing you because you said, "Oh, Simon didn't say I look for a trap." You know, like that doesn't, as a thief, absolutely not. You know,
Every step forward, I look for traps.
yeah. So like we just macro that. You know, it's I understand you're spamming F2 like every second in this game. Like I look for a trap. I look for a trap. I look for a trap. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's just an impressive lock. So you can tell this is a very nice lock. Something that a noble or like a I don't know what the terms in my head, like a burgher, like a upper mercantile kind of faction person would have. Clearly, like someone of wealth and taste would get a lock like
a
this.
licensed guildsman.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, licensed guildsman. Thank you. So it's going to be, yeah, to pick this lock, I'm actually going, I assume because the intent here is to show that there is no sign of this, right? You want to do this quietly without any...
Oh, I mean, I don't care if they know. I was going to leave some money anyways with a note that said, hey, repay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Then, cool. Then...
Pay it forward.
Right. Okay,
Thanks for the
great.
torches.
Mm-hmm. All right, then two things will happen. The first one is you can just take the turn and do it then, because I was imagining like if you're, it would be a test if you didn't want to have like scratch marks or any sign that someone, you opened it, right? But like you're taking your time, there's no question whether you can open it. So that's step one. Totally, you can open it. Step two is that outside of this gatehouse, for those kind of keeping watch and stuff, you definitely hear the sounds of squeaking of mice or rats, some sort of rodentia.
Inside the chest.
No, on the for the outskirts of the gate, as though they might have been.
Okay.
Yeah, something
This
is following
is what
you.
happens when you scare the spiders away. The vermin move in.
It's all a delicate ecosystem.
You don't see them, like you so imagine they're ways away, but you can hear their kind of squeaks, and you can tell that they're coming your way. They're not trying to hide themselves.
Hey, somebody can get rid of the rodents and the vermin. If it's not spiders, it'll be us.
All right. So inside this chest, you can see that there are the bedrolls that were missing. So there's 4 bedrolls in here. So if you're keeping score at home, that means 3 bedrolls are missing. There's 4 bedrolls in here. There are 4 of those amulets that I've described before here, with the Cestus Fist and the SF on the bottom or on the back, as well as 6 torches.
Has anybody seen what these amulets are used for before? They look like admission things
They're just
to
like
something.
military dog tags, basically, I think was what we surmised.
You all are, you have Spathari, so Skelix, you're a Spathari fighter, and Aelwick is a Spathari channeler. You would know, based on these amulets, that, well, first off, the fist is depicting a weapon called a cestus, typically used in like gladiator fights and stuff like that. Not really a common weapon used for on the battlefield. You never heard of whatever SF means, but yeah, it's definitely like. It's definitely not it's like it's in the impression of military. I'm sorry, I like the first word I'm thinking of is like it's military LARPing. Like, you know that this is not a like it's adopting the trappings of military style while not being part of the military.
Skellex would know. He is a soldier or a former soldier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like the Spathari are the lads who grew up in the different various garrisons of the Empire across everywhere, right? So you are conditioned into the military regime from a very, very young age. You almost were, strongly suggested to follow your parents' footsteps in joining the military, but you took a different path.
So whoever made these things is a poser, and they're using the trappings of the Imperial military.
Yeah, it's using the trappings.
The sailor tags, so they've never set foot on a boat.
Yeah. So that's curious to figure out who this is. Does anybody seen signs of sort of? It doesn't sound like our Thorns go around pretending that they're an organized army or anything. Is there anybody else that's doing that sort of thing?
I kind of have the suspicion that it's something to do with the arena. If it's like a gladiatorial thing, maybe it's like a team
entry token or something.
Yeah, it could be that. And the fact that the wall was like punched and this is like a fist thing, maybe that's like their motif of combat.
Dwarven Fight Club.
We should definitely carve like a Cobra Kai logo on it.
Where is this arena? Is this
strike
down
first?
In the dungeon?
No mercy.
We haven't found the arena yet. But I want to, before the stuff with the rats kicks off, I want to put in 5 gold, which is well over the value of what we took out last time, and put a note that says, thanks for the gear. We hope this covers the, I got to keep the note short. Thanks for the gear. Hope this covers it. Pay it forward, whatever.
Yeah. Cool. And so it was. We lock it up. This is all the same turn. All right. Are you going to ignore the rats, and then we're going to descend into the trap door that's here that leads to the actual basement of this place, or no?
Do we want to make sure we don't have rats waiting for us when we come up?
I feel like rats have a short attention span, right?
Yeah, if there's not anything for them to eat, they're going to keep moving.
Okay, we can just throw them food when we come out. We don't want to be coming out wounded and then become dinner for these guys. Yeah, we want to get into the action, so let's ignore these guys.
Right. Cool. So we are in a little, I think I described it at one point, it's about like a 15-foot diameter, 10-foot diameter sort of sub-basement. You all are currently like on your knees or really like low, kind of waddling through. The ceiling here is only like 1.5 meters, a meter and some change. As far as this, it's more like a crawl space than an actual level that you're in underneath these ruins. However, that being said, there is a trapdoor in here that descends down into an actual, it looks to be like a sub-basement or the basement level of this tower. And in this basement level, there's nothing but just rocks and ruin, with the exception of there is sort of a gash in the rocks, or like a hole in the rocks that seems naturally made, with many footsteps and even like a sconce set up on the outside of it. So it seems to be pretty well traveled here, at least recently. This would be the long corridor down to the old ones. As alluded to previously, this is a very long walk, so time will pass as we do this. I will require, well, first off, I need a light audit in the first place for getting down here past the trapdoor, and then second of all, someone needs to burn a light source, which represents your time passing as you're going through the rocks.
Kaldar's got a lot of torches, and he's ready to expand them specifically for this leg.
Yeah. Real quick, one question I did have, having not played a channeler, does kinetic blast require free hand?
Yes. It would be considered a spell in that regards.
Got it.
I was hoping it'd be like a bat sonar. You just spit it out of your mouth.
Like a dolphin.
No, you're not Black Bolt.
Elwick can go ahead and strike up a torch if we need another one.
Yeah, someone will need to strike up a torch and then expend it for the duration of the...
Kaldor, why don't you work your way down yours, and then we'll keep burning ours as we go.
Yeah, once we get into the dungeon proper and we want to have multiple light sources, then we'll start striking up the other ones.
Exactly. I think we just burn just one because it's such a long leg, unless there's a good reason to hit up multiple.
Yeah.
So I can just burn like the 2 or 3 I think that we'll need to get to down to the bottom of this.
Shall we set up a marching order? Skelix is happy to be up the front. He's spoiling for a fight.
You want the thief in front to search for traps?
Sounds good.
Actually, it might be wise until we have an idea of like martial threats.
Yeah, until something.
Then do you want us to back him up, Skelix?
Yep.
I can go next, I suppose, if no one else wants to be.
I'm
what
heavily...
Sorry, what was your character's name, Lewis?
Samruch. SAMANRUKH.
Ah, Samruch, okay.
Who is our artillery? Do we have any artillery today? We have a channeler. Is that a zappy guy?
The only combat magic I have is kinetic blast, which I believe requires close.
Okay, it's not a magic. That's not a magic missile equivalent.
No, it's a much nastier but potentially more dangerous to me close to range blast them.
Okay, so that just says if we bump into somebody who is taking pot shots at us from a distance, then we need to retreat. We are ready for melee conflict, not range
conflict. It's a legally distinct Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right. So we pour out of at the end of this long corridor, right? Obviously, you're entering a room that smells like death. There are these 3 sarcophagi in this 20 by 40 room. And they all have chains over the sarcophagi that are rusted. The Jazant on each of the sarcophagi looks almost like the Night Lord from Game of Thrones. Like they have like these horns on their head. They're like 9 feet tall. They're like long and lanky. Yeah, and there's a note in Mithric that is written on here. And it says what's on the map. And yeah, inside each of the sarcophagi, you can hear scratching, moving, shuffling. And that's not all. Flanking the far side, so this would be like the north side where you're coming in, or sorry, the eastern side that you're coming in, so on the far side, there are 4 skeletons in strong, like, guard sentry repose with shield and spear on the back wall, eyes glowing not glowing, but a dull red.
Oh, defense positions. Has anybody know about these guys before?
I think Kaldar's the only one that's been here before.
They weren't here before. This is new.
They definitely see you.
Are they blocking our way to where we want to go?
Yes.
Okay. So
yeah.
I don't know if we want to start a combat in here because of these sarcophagi. Like, I don't know if that's going to kind of agitate.
You want to try to turn them and then we just run?
Yeah, that might be that is my thinking.
Yeah.
If we can kind of get through here quickly and peaceably.
Switch activated. Can I just like throw a rock at it?
4 of them. Yeah, so the four skeletons definitely like see you in your light. Like there's no doubt, but they haven't responded. You know, they haven't like gone to sword, spear, you know, myrmidon kind of situation. They're just still at watch, like at watch rest. You know.
You said that they're heavily armored. Are they wearing like any regalia or anything, like anything that marks a uniform, or is it just generic armor?
Yeah, I would say generic armor. I wouldn't call it a uniform.
Okay, I was wondering if those soldier markings from upstairs are the key to get past these guys or something.
Do they look like old bones, or like are they kind of aged?
Yeah, they definitely do. They look like they're not fresh, is what I'll say.
Okay.
But yeah, they're just silently staring.
Maybe we can just request passage if they understand language still.
You want to be ready with a turn undead and somebody.
Yeah.
So
I also have a holy water in my pack that I can hold and throw at these guys if need be.
Yeah, I like they have holy water.
All right, I think what I'm going to do for purposes of doing this, I'm going to ask for initiative, but it doesn't mean that we're fighting. Just for in terms of, let's keep an order of operations going. That's cool.
Yep.
So far, Rory's winning. Nynad's going to take it.
Every time I'm just like, come on, Lewis, roll good.
Hey, Lewis did. 16.
Actually 17, I think. Let me check my...
Sick. Regardless, you are the winner. You're the strongest link.
Oh, beautiful.
Sweet. Right. So what we doing? We podging these people? I have two holy waters that I can podge them with.
I think we just don't want to enrage them. It depends if the holy water will drop them quickly, or if it's going to kind of start a loud clatter.
They're evenly spaced.
Okay. How many would I theoretically be able to get with holy water?
You could possibly get 2.
Okay. And then we have someone else with holy water. Adam, you said you had holy water, right?
Yes, Erythros has a flask of holy water, but he wanted to keep it for dealing with that thing in the obelisk or whatever it was in the next room. Because I'm more scared of that than these guys.
We're not going that direction.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Where it says avoid the undead giant. Yes, let's not go there. That doesn't sound very. I think we.
I want to kill that thing. It threw a femur through my guy's neck.
When we have 6 fighters in the party, then we can think about that.
Right. Okay. We'll put that to one side for now. Then, who has luck? And who doesn't have luck?
I do not have luck.
If we're gonna have a fight, Skelix would love luck, but we're worry about when the fight.
First person to say me gets it.
Me.
Cool. So yeah, Samruk will you'll see her head flip back, her eyes roll back in her head, and then flip back around, kind of with the like snake, liney eyes.
You're the harbinger of death, Gareth Race.
These spooky foreigners have their weird ways.
Feel like Samruk knows the riddle of steel.
Ooh. But I have luck, so I'm going to re-roll that.
You need to up your Omen subscription.
Do we have a luck capacity for the session?
Every player has a maximum of 1 luck.
No, I mean, but the capacity for giving out luck that Semenruk is doing? Is just
it's essentially endless until I roll really badly.
Okay, so you can keep rolling, and
I think it's
Isn't it 3 times a day?
Yeah, but I also took the ability that is trance. So what I've used is trance,
spell.
not omen. Yeah, I took the spell trance, which is obviously until you feel it. So as long as I keep luck on myself, then I can re-roll my failed spell attempts, and yeah.
Okay, so you have a very high chance to keep giving out luck.
So you have luck. So she does
I think
that,
a crit means there's 2. You can dish out 2.
Correct. A crit on a spell means a crit on a spell does mean it's. I wouldn't say on an omen roll nothing extra would happen, but on a spell you actually double the effects. So you would give someone else.
Perfect. Right. Yeah. So she goes over. Sorry, who are you playing now? Niniad. She goes over to Niniad and gives you a kiss on the cheek, and you hear like sibilant hissing whispers in your ear, and it possibly makes you like really uncomfortable. I don't know. That's up for you to decide. And then likewise to Skellex. Do you both have luck now?
Elwick suddenly very glad that he wears an iron mask.
Okay, fantastic. Kaldar's turn.
Maybe I just turn undead and just repel these guys. Since it's otherwise it'll be like a whole round and they'll get to act and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go for it. So they. I'm sorry, I don't have the rules for this handy.
You roll a spellcasting check, and then the differential of that, I have to make like 4 charisma tests, and the differential means they're turned.
Right. Okay.
Or they're not. Yeah.
So that's. Oh, and it's wisdom for the priest. That's +3. Okay. I knew it. I knew I was going to roll a 1.
Do you have a luck?
I do have a luck.
No.
I do have a luck.
Let's go. There are fortunately there's not spell mishaps for a priest, but there is misfavor. I think is what it's called.
Yeah, you have to like repent or something, right?
Yeah.
Or atone.
Is luck a reroll or a bonus?
A 10 is still not. A luck is a reroll, and it's always a reroll of the entire roll. You don't get to. So like if it was a fighter attack with mighty deeds, you reroll the mighty deeds too. You know, it's the whole thing.
Okay, reroll is time reset basically. Yeah.
Yeah. And it can only be your rolls. You can't like, whatever I roll is what I roll. But your rolls, you have fate and luck in your hands. But that. So, anyways, okay, that sucks. Poor memento. Kaldar, you failed the turn check. I believe it's an 11 to cast.
That sucks.
Well, at least I didn't explode or anything.
Exploding suboptimal.
The thief's turn.
Really sucks because now I want to. I want to go try to activate the switch so we don't have the super narrow crawl space as the only escape.
Okay.
There's a switch.
The third sarcophagi has a.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You do know that's close to them, right? Like I described the eastern walls where the 4 of them are at.
That's why I said this sucks.
Skellex will advance with you. He's all in fighting position. He's just ready. Any skeleton that moves he's going to go wild at it.
I'll just be like really wishing you didn't fail that spell. Like somebody cover me as I try to activate this secret door.
Yeah. So to you, it's very obvious. I don't know if you've been here already, Nonad. Forgive me. Have you been in this room? Okay. Well, you can clearly see where the depression, button, plate is on the back, or I guess actually the head of the sarcophagus. Right. The faces are on the north side, and they're all facing south. So this is the third one from the left, or the first from the right. Yeah, you can see the little depression that you hit. You go over there, you press it, you hear the clicks. You hear what you think is maybe breathing from the sarcophagus that you just pressed down next to, or maybe that's just the air from the the door opening and releasing. You hope it's the latter and not the former, but that's it.
That's it? The door doesn't open?
No, it opens. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, yeah, I'm describing the airflow of the depression of a secret door revealing itself to the north.
I was like, oh
Sorry.
shit, it's broken.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no. It works fine. Yeah, what was to everyone else a flush wall, there's a depression as a frame of a door. It's revealed. Gently swings, ready to open out. Okay, that'll be your turn.
Yep. That's it.
Ilwick's turn.
Did the skeletons react?
No, they have not done anything yet. I've noted. But they go on my turn for what it's worth, but I think it's Viren's turn.
Now is the door behind the skeletons?
No, it's just up north. Like right next
okay.
to them.
Yeah. Are you playing without Miro mode? Are you playing total?
No, I have Miro. I'm on a laptop today.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Miro is difficult to navigate.
And
I'm trying really hard not to fuck up the entire map with a bad trackpad click.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
so I'm being extra cautious and very slow.
Welcome to D&D Minesweeper. Yeah, okay.
Are you using the keyboard nipple?
Yeah. Oh, you got the ThinkPad? You're rocking the ThinkPad?
Oh no, you can't, bro. You can't use that in Miro. It doesn't let you scroll.
Wow.
It's tragic. You have to click and drag in order to like see anything in Miro.
You would think a business-to-business solution as Miro would optimize for Lenovo ThinkPads, but here we are.
True.
Okay.
That's literally exactly what I'm on. But now Elwick's is actually gonna head for the door and walk through it.
Sure. You're entering
these guys are they've shown no like hostility whatsoever, and so Elwick's like, if they're gonna take a swing on me, I'll volunteer to go first, but let's see.
You want to walk around behind our fighter before you go in there?
I'm more heavily armored than you are.
All right, hold on. I want to be clear about something. So these guys have not reacted yet, of course, right? They're also skeletons, right? Which are basically animated constructs. But second of all, just because they're a skeleton doesn't mean that they don't know that a spell wasn't targeted on them. And I think you would probably know that. I don't know if that changes. Like maybe their instructions mean that you can just go and that's fine. Maybe it doesn't. But like, you would have that information.
Well, with the fact that we did just try to turn them then, maybe I should just walk up and kinetic blast one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I literally presented my holy symbol like in a very ostentatious kind of way. It was definitely not subtle.
All right, we're gonna kinetic blast these clowns.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up and kinetic blast whichever one of them's closest to the door.
Yep. Sure. Send it, brother.
I just have this wonderful mental image of who was it? Maury's character, I think, going and holding out a holy symbol and be like, "I rebuke ye, horrible monsters," and then they don't do anything, and then someone else is like, "All right, well, have a nice day," and walks right by them.
It is Aelwick's approach to these creatures is every bit as casual as if he was going to do that. It's just suddenly he reaches out his one of his hands and points two fingers at one of them, and suddenly a burst of lightning shoots from his hands.
Sick.
Mind crush.
And it immediately takes 3 lightning damage.
Only 3?
3 damage.
Yeah, 3 damage. Awesome. Shock.
Just a D8.
Correct. Awesome.
Unless there's some sort of level scaling or something like that I don't know about yet.
And Erythros is going to stand behind him and go, "That was really freaking cool," and try to give him a luck token if he doesn't have one.
I do not yet. And luck tokens are useful because if I ever fuck up this roll, I accidentally hurt myself.
I will have to use my own luck token in order to try to get this to work. All right, you have a luck token. I don't.
Just trading luck tokens. Okay.
Yeah.
Skellex's turn.
Mighty D. We're fighting now, so he's trying to do some dramatic thing to smash a skeleton and play dominoes and knock down as many as possible.
Okay.
So big.
Yeah. Sure.
For clarity, by the way, my recommendation, just something, as we're fighting, I'm going to suggest that we kind of just we fight just long enough to get through the door, and then we start retreating through in the direction we were planning to go.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, I agree.
And me and Skelex will just kind of hold them off while we just kind of move.
Yeah.
I opened it fully with the intent.
Until he's told not to fight anymore.
I opened it fully with the intent to just dodge past them and run through.
Sure. Okay, you hit, but you're not successful at tripping the adjacent skeleton. So now you get to add that 1 to damage. You add your Mighty D to damage as well.
Yeah, so 6 plus the 1.
Nice. 7 will kill the one closest to the door. The one that got lightning blasted. Shattering it. Leaving 3 up. I think the one next to it's going to go after you, Skellix. And then I'm going to decide the other 2 who they're going to target. One of them would be Nemad. One might be Kaldar. Pretty much the whole dang group. I think it's pretty fair. So I will roll. One I know for sure is targeting Skellix. I'm gonna roll randomly to see who the 2 other unfortunates are. And there's 2.
Come and get it, guys.
All right. One is going after Kaldar, and the other one's going after Samrika. So this one's going after. So the first attack's going to be against Skellix.
Do we have hirelings with us?
Yeah, you have 1. It's okay right now.
Okay.
I think hirelings get to go at the very back, right? We just assume they're keeping well clear of everything.
Yeah. If one of you goes down or something, terrifying happens, they have an unearthly roar or something like that, then yeah, we can talk about it. But no, I think right now, at the start of combat, morale should be okay. All right. So anyways, Skellix's attack failed. This one's on Kaldar.
Yeah. Can I shatter my shield?
You absolutely can, brother. All right, their longsword strike shatters on your shield, sundering it, but saving you.
Is that just a 100% guaranteed? It always works.
Yeah.
The sundering.
Yep.
Okay.
But the shield is unrecoverable.
Yeah.
Down to 9 AC now.
All right, and next up is the last one on Samrika. Okay.
Whew.
Oh, sorry, it would have been a spear. I said longsword, but I meant spear. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna just douse that motherfucker in holy water. He's right up in her grill. So she's gonna lob a flask of holy water all over him. I can use Dex for that.
Yeah, because you're throwing it.
Yeah, and then run through the door. 13.
Yep, that'll do it. All right, it's burning for 4 damage.
Is it 4 or D4?
4 for holy water. Holy water is strong.
Cool.
Unlike the fire change. Yeah.
Hooray! Holy water got a buff.
Patch 1.0 nerf.
The patch 1.0 switcheroo for holy water and fire.
Okay.
Feels like 25 gold well spent.
Yeah. It's sizzling as though it's been submerged in oil.
Yeah, and then she's gonna run through the door if she can. Is the doorway blocked at this point, or is there still space to get through?
No, there's space to get through. You can start getting into the passage.
I'm going to cast, as a precautionary measure, Shield of Faith on. Oh, I can only target myself. Nope.
Bummer.
Damn. Okay. And then I'm going to go through the door as well. Get out of this room.
Right.
Rolls be like that sometimes.
We need to get Mori off of a Linux.
It's Linux. That's what it is. It's seeping into the Discord card.
The Linux RNG. Yeah.
So will one of us need to actually shut the door afterwards to close it? Like there's a button on the inside, I'm assuming.
The people who have went through the secret door, you can see that door has a latch on the other side to open it from that side.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's not hidden. So I don't need to like wait for everybody to get in there to do it myself. I'll just run in there to the corner and just lob an arrow at one of them.
Yeah, the closest one, sure. 12's not enough.
These guys are kitted out.
Oh, is 13 enough? I have a +4.
13 is enough.
Okay.
Oh, not that kitted. Nice.
1 damage.
Noted.
It's an arrow on bone. Like, let's be real, it's not going to do much.
Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky I'm not doing the Osric half damage for stuff.
For piercing and...
Yeah. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. I ain't gonna be bothered. Okay. Ooh, nice.
Kinetic blast again.
Yep. Damage.
Bolt goes out.
Ooh. All right, that's
6
the one.
damage.
Yep, the lightning blast kills and shatters the skeleton in front of Skelix.
All right,
Nice.
has everyone already moved through the door?
I think Erythro still had to get through, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're pretty well armored, aren't you?
And
I have leather armor.
Okay, you're not like
Skelix expects to be the last one back through in the to covering our rear.
Well, Aelwic's just gonna Aelwic just gives you the Spathari tap on the shoulder. That's just like we're moving back, and then just walks through the door casually after blasting one of the skeletons.
Okay, if there's one in reach, he can't not swing at it.
Yeah.
Before we rotate.
Yeah, you could totally go after one and then fall back. Oh boy, not with that one though.
Skelix, it's actually not quite you yet. Adam still has to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hold that fumble.
Yeah, I'll walk through the door and that'll basically be it. I'll just walk through the door. I'll fire a crossbow bolt at one of them. 17.
Heck yeah. 17 hits true.
1 damage.
Nice.
You don't need to half my damage. I do it myself.
I was going to say,
right,
we don't need the Osric rules. RNG has decided it would do the correct thing of making arrows bad against skeletons.
Yeah. It's okay. That's an establishing dominance shot.
My arrow hit its left eye. Your bolt hit its right eye.
Yeah.
They're just rattling around in there. They didn't actually punch through anything. They're just rattling in its skull.
Well, for I think Skelix might be the last one in the room here. What's also concerning is that the gentle scratching on the sarcophagi has turned into like more of a shuffle.
Oh, okay. Take a swipe at this guy and then retreat with all possible speed in through the door.
Okay.
So I guess I'll use the luck to re-roll that. He really wants to knock down another skeleton.
15 will do it, brother.
Cool, you got the
and
deed.
Yeah, you also got your mighty deed, which I assume is tripping the other one, just like it was last time if you didn't say anything.
Yeah, or bashing back to knock the one into the other.
All right, so the 7 kills the skeleton in front of you. What weapon are you using? A longsword or bastard sword?
Bastard sword.
Nice.
It's
Yeah. You sever the upper vertebra. The head flies into the other one's chest and it gets knocked over. So killing that one. And it's the other one trips down. So there's only one skeleton remaining, and that's on the ground.
And I'm not going to wait for the last one. We're going to just retreat. If that last one's still there when we come.
Well, it's its turn, and it's going to stand up, and yeah, it will definitely try to strike at you in the door because it's its turn. But that will be it. It doesn't breach the door or anything like that because well, I guess no. Hold on. I guess you closed the door, right? You could close the door in your turn. You close the door.
Somebody is by the switch, I assume. Yeah, there's a switch there, so he'll kick it with his elbow when he backs through it.
Oh, to be clear, there's the switch on the floor on the sarcophagi, but there's also like a doorknob and stuff on the back side of that door that you just walked through. So the secret door actually has like a handle and stuff on the reverse side.
Yeah.
So you can just close it and be fine.
Definitely do that.
All right, never mind. So then it's just going to go up to the door, and you're just going to hear it like knock on the door and rap on the door.
What's the password?
Yeah. No, what am I talking about? It'll try to, no, hold on. It can try to open the door. It'll try to kick the door open. It knows it's there, so it's going to be a strength test. Are you going to try to keep it shut?
Yeah, I think
Wasn't it like solid carved stone?
Yeah, but
the latch isn't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the latch isn't, so you have to. Oh, brother.
Definitely I'll try to hold it closed. How do I make a strength test? Just modifier?
Yeah, D20 plus mod.
Yes, and
Also,
you
if you
actually
all right.
have advantage.
Tie.
Skelix, you're a fighter, so you would roll twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have grit.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
All right, you solved my skeleton puzzle.
Yeah, because ties with the GM means the GM wins.
Yeah. In general, that's just makes it simple. Okay. You keep the door closed, so it's not getting through.
And then on my turn, it takes another 4 damage.
Yep. And it's still up, but it's still going to be burning for another turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's just see one more turn to keep the door closed. That's it, and then
I think we'll all like.
And you beat a 2.
It rips its own arms off.
Yeah, they burn off as it's trying to push the door open. You really don't even have to roll.
The holy water's like.
Yeah. All right. Well, my roll there tells the story. Yeah. Cool. Skeletons defeated. You are all in a undecorated carved Arcantian stone passageway that leads to a spiral stair that descends a very long time.
Oh, shoot. You know what I just realized? We may not have enough gold to pay the lift fee.
How much is the lift
How much do we need? It's 3 each, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Skelix is flush right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Sumner could lend it out at an exorbitant rate of interest if need be.
28% APR. All right. All right, when we get to the spiral staircase descending down, this is going to be descending at least 200 feet, probably more like 250 or more. It's going to be another times passes test. In other words, whoever's light source in the light audit, so Kaldar's torch will burn out. You'll need to light another torch, and that will, or sorry, yeah, you have to light up a new torch in order to finish this. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, well, yeah, so I delete the one I've got and then light another one. Okay.
All right. So on the 40, our lights go out.
Who's carrying the light? Because literally,
we're striking a new light up. Yeah.
Godlash that's literally his job. So if someone wants a free hand, whoever's carrying the light, he can do that.
Erythros only has stuff for one hand, anyways, unless he wants to hold his sword and his crossbow at once. But
cool.
I'll pass the torch. Oh, but it might be bad if he runs away, right?
Yeah,
if he's got the light source.
I mean,
Erythros will hold the torch.
I've rolled 20 or higher on every one of my loyal checks at the end of the session. So
I'll pass the torch to you, Erythros.
All right.
I will, whilst we're on the other side of the door, assuming I wasn't actually taking part in holding the door shut, I was probably going to read the omens for myself at that time, if that's okay.
Can you give me luck so I can give other people luck without risking losing it? Really?
So I'll give myself. Yeah, cool. And then if we're cool for me taking another turn, then I can do to give you luck. Oh, that's okay. Captain.
Lowercase.
That's a fail on the spell casting, isn't it?
For level 1 spells, you need an 11.
Yeah, we'll re-roll that. Yeah, you're good. You have luck.
All right.
And I don't.
You all descend down this long staircase, right? It debouches into a 20-foot kind of corridor, and then there's another 20-foot set of stairs, and you can see that there's another concealed door. So it almost looks identical to the door that you left at the top, right? So you can kind of tell it's kind of a concealed door, or at least the same kind of make and style. But I will point out that there is a current, as you're coming down that staircase, there is a light source down that corridor, flickering like a torch, but you don't hear anything. It's a low light source, like a torch running out.
Torch or candles. So somebody's there.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of expected. We've seen footprints and everything, and we know another group uses this path.
Yeah.
So.
And do we know if those are the evil halflings or goblins or anybody else that we have encountered before?
Yeah.
We don't know who they are.
Nine, you're seeing fresh footprints. Within the last day or so, you're seeing, you're going down the staircase, you're seeing signs of oh, that's recent torch ash, that's not ours, right? And you're going down, you're like, oh, those rocks have been moved by a foot, you're picking up the context clues here, tracking from the front. This stuff was recent, you don't get that kind of, there might be even a little bit of an ember left in the ash that burns off the torch, or oil or whatever slopped down.
Are they halfling feet, armored boots, three-toed lizard feet?
Armored boots. Approximately human size. But I mean, halflings do have human sized feet. But they're wearing boots.
And they wear boots.
Yeah. Not metal boots though. I wouldn't say heavy boots. I would say heavy adventurer's boots that aren't the leather ones that go up to your right below your knee.
Hide.
Yeah, the pirate boots. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Shiver me timbers.
Gotta get the high tops. Make sure you don't
Yeah.
twist an ankle down in Ardenville.
Motorcycle boots with the strap around the foot and
Yeah.
ankle.
All right. So what's the game plan?
I guess push forward. I mean, we know
Good.
people use
Yeah.
this path, so it's not
Yeah.
that suspicious.
Yeah.
It is
But
presently
I guess
unoccupied.
March like we're ready to just go straight to battle. So
Yeah.
maybe-
Yeah, you will.
and
Yeah. The hairs on the back of your all's necks are standing up ready for a confrontation, but that will not come. As your light reveals, yeah, a dimly lit torch, on its twilight period of light, in a sconce next to this door, this concealed door at the edge of the hallway. If you're all descended this far, you have, yeah.
how civilized.
Onward and downward we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just shove open this door, march forward into this space.
Okay. The door opens up. It opens up towards you, revealing a large, like half height or half wall of rubble. Like this, you can see that as the door opens up, this door is a concealed door, right? It's designed to not be seen, and it looks like it just kind of blends in with the rest of this rubble pile. However, this rubble pile definitely looks like it's been moved recently, or maybe reset up recently. Behind, and the footprints and stuff that you're seeing from this door are gone. They just do not sit on the ground anymore. Instead, there's just like dust and stuff that sort of, there's no tracks or anything.
Can
wanna-
I pull the sconce, try to twist it, turn it?
Nothing. It doesn't move. It's a sconce. It's very sconce-like. Bolt into the wall. Stone.
Because I think this happened last time too.
So yeah. So
Well,
you're
maybe
yeah.
Maybe they were just cleaning up after themselves because they want this door to stay hidden.
But I will say though, is as you open the door, you do hear the sounds of folks marching off to your east/northeast, so down the corridor that doesn't say pit, but towards the other direction. And you can actually hear like it's far too far away in order to make out what the exact words are, but it's definitely like Arcantian talk, and you can definitely hear like the bassy sound of a large, imposing figure's voice. Then also kind of gives a laugh.
We just wait until the voices recede, or do we want to go and make some new friends?
Do you let me know?
No, I
let me
think
know if you
these will
peek
be
your
the
head.
lift.
Yeah.
I think these will be the lift operators.
Yeah,
Do they sound? Does it sound like the troll that Kaldar would
Yeah.
have heard last time?
Yeah, 100%. Same sort of bassy tenor.
What's this?
Yeah,
pit
what was-
to our left?
Timbre, pitch.
I was saying, what's the pit to our left here? Hidden by rubble.
Seems like it's not a sand pit. What's the thing when the water erodes all the ground underneath?
Sinkhole.
Like a sinkhole?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is a big old pile of rubble that extends maybe like 6 feet tall. Over that rubble, there's about 10 feet of more passageway that's very dirty and wet, and then there's a massive sinkhole. That's about. You can see at least that it goes down at least 20, 30 feet. If you look over it, that's assuming you're in the hallway here.
Bruno's rat scoped that out. We didn't actually clear the rubble or go over there. So
Yeah.
Okay, so that might be something to check out. But I think there's a lot of interest in riding the lift today. So maybe we don't go and check that out this time.
Sure.
We're on a mission.
Okay. So you're going to walk down the corridor. So I guess are you being diligent about the rubble and the concealment of this door as you're leaving? Or are you fine with just...
yes.
Yeah, we should be. We should try and keep it as a secret.
Okay. All right. So the first person over the wall here would be Ninad, right? according to the marching order here. And yeah, Naiad, you definitely see through your light source, you see the 4 figures total talking to the troll. What do you call them? The lift operator, like the head, the viceroy of the lift here. The trolls for the uninitiated, they're like 8.5 feet tall, hulking, almost like bald, cone-headed kind of figures. With kind of like Habsburg jaws, you know, just like these big chunky boys. And this guy looks like well adorned and dressed. And obviously he's having a good bedside manner, a good rapport with these 4 people they're talking to. One of them, one of the 4 will be lift customers, turns around and taps gets the attention of the guy talking to the lift operator, and then all of a sudden more eyes turn back and there's pointing at you and more pointing as the rest of you all start carrying, filling in over the rubble. But Nina, this is what you see.
Yeah. Just point back at them.
I was going to say that. We just all of us point at them.
Okay. So yeah, you're going to take your time getting over the rubble and stuff like that. And you can see that the 4 guests or would-be customers of the trolls pause, so they suspend their negotiations and turn around with a light source and wave at you and say, "Ho, the leader." This guy looks like he looks simultaneously. It's tough to get a beat on him. He looks like he has the hair and skin of someone who's very wealthy and like clearly has like, you know, had good nutrition growing up, but then their face is covered in like bruises and scars at the same time, right? Like he has, like, imagine like a boxing face, but then also like fresh white teeth, you know? Like it's a little jarring, it's hard to place, but as a Spathari warrior, you know this. And you can also see just the way they carry themselves, that this guy is not to be trifled with, at least not easily. This guy could easily take you in a fight.
And he's obviously honorable and couldn't possibly be an evil scumbag. So we'll salute him and give him signs of respect from one warrior to another.
Yeah.
What type of armor are they wearing?
They're wearing it's a combination of different armors. I would say that the leader here is wearing some sort of like very, very high quality chain that shimmers maybe. The other ones are wearing like the equivalent of maybe like masterwork leather, you know, like clearly like high quality leather.
So
and you can see that they're
black stuff or the red set height armor.
No, but everyone but the leader here who's coming over your way has one of those amulets around their neck that you all saw in there.
Oh, okay. So, and are these guys humans?
Yeah, they're all clearly Arcantian. Yeah, and a man with a Newmarket accent, very posh Newmarket accent, hollers out to you and says, "Oh there."
It's like, "Greetings. You must be the ones that left the note."
And you must be our little ghosts.
Yeah. Apologies for that. We left some supplies and a bit of gold up there for the trouble of stocking us up.
His eyes squint down and scowl at you, analyzing you. He's sizing you up not just as a fight, but what you're saying. You can tell whether or not he thinks this is. You can tell that he can't tell if this is a game, if you're lying to him, you know, or like this is you're doing this to check how he's going to respond. He's like you. The point being here is that your big takeaway is that he's very analytical.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps I will check that out when we're done our business here.
And I'll be like, "Oh, don't worry. We left the how many were there? 6? 4 of the dog tag things?
There were 4.
4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Be like, we left the 4 dog tags and relocked the lock for you. It's quite nice quality you got there.
Mm.
I made sure not to damage it."
I'm sure you did, you know, kind of thing. Like he's like, I'm sure. he's not sure. Like he thinks you're lying, and like clearly he does not think highly of you all.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Unfair, really. Did rob them.
What? So yeah, so he's
secret entrance.
He's not. He's clearly
them of like torches.
Yeah. So, look. When I go back up there, and things are not as they say they are, this would be the last time we are cordial. Do you understand?
It's like we have nothing to worry about. Those skeletons by the entrance, those weren't. You didn't put those there this time, did you?
What skeletons?
It's like, oh, there were 4 skeletons guarding the tombs.
He looks genuinely surprised.
It's like, we took care of them for you. It should be safer when you head back up.
Oh, how magnanimous, elf. Yeah, the guy will put his hand out to you. His calloused cestus wielding hand, chonky, a little bit of rocky.
Showing fangs this time.
No. Yeah, he's not wearing a chef's hat and an ape and licking his lips. No, no, he actually has a very like cordial, like he has great posture as he holds his hand out to you. Says, dirty on.
Like Ninad.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
These are my friends.
Good.
Dirtian, did he say?
Yep, dirty on. Right. Well, these are my companions as well, and I'm sure you'll hear about us at the arena.
Oh, the Goblin Arena. We were actually wanting to go check that out. We've heard good things about it.
Yes, the Goblin Arena. Doesn't correct you.
Is it not the Goblin Arena? Damn, I should have checked my notes.
Well, Elf, you seem like a trustworthy individual, and let's be a good sport about this. Now, you don't know if he's lying. Promise to keep this route a secret.
Oh, way ahead of you. We've already swept past the Queen.
Yeah. We noticed and admired the use of bushcraft to conceal the entrance. Well done.
We gotta take care. We gotta protect any safe entrance we can into here. You know how dangerous it can be.
Right. Well, and he does like a little finger, like we're good. We're gonna move out to the rest of the group who, because he's away from the overseer of the lifts and the 3 lads over there, and they're probably wondering what's going on. But they saw you shake hands and everything's okay.
Good luck in the arena. I'll bet on you.
Good. And you're betting on a winner. All right.
Now, where are they leaving and going back the way we came, or are they still hanging around here?
No, they're heading off to Riglon, the overseer of the troll lifts, that are in the room across from this span that you're at. So I didn't describe the room that you're in right now. You're kind of in a large foyer of non-Arcadian make, but very nice, like almost at one point maybe like granite or like well-polished, well-worn stone. You can imagine that thousands, maybe millions of foot that have stepped through here through the millennia. There is on a raised platform, one of those old ones, for lack of a better term, that of a statue of one, and it's described here on the map properly with their hand out, like with their 3 fingers hand out like this.
Old ones are what? So not human.
Non-human. They're about 8 feet tall, very lanky, very lithe. They have 3 fingers and they have horns on their heads.
I was just trying to say before those guys had left, I wanted to just yell like, good luck, I'm gonna bet on you guys, and try to give the one guy a luck token as he goes.
Oh yeah, sick, do it. Yeah, brother.
Wait, no, I have a luck. So I will transfer Lewis's luck to this guy apparently. So
right.
Yeah, I give him luck.
Nice. Okay, you
I don't
really
want to
did.
lose the ability to
economy.
get luck, so I can't fail these.
Yeah, you really did wish him luck.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
So now he should be a little bit better in a
Now-
fight. So maybe it's actually a good bet.
Right. So this is where you're standing at right now is sort of the opening. Let's call it like a landing that leads right into the upper troll lifts, as noted on the map here. You know that 500 feet down there is a floating island that this will descend down to, that leads off to the Inn of the Lost and other places. That being said, also on this floor, past this statue, so directly past, there is an opening. This is not a closed wall. There is a large looming bridge and a chasm that the lifts descend down. You can see on the bridge that about halfway over the bridge, it has been broken and flipped over on the bridge, or not flipped, but on the bridge, there is a couple planks of wood for walking. What would you like to do?
Kaldar, you want to go talk to Riglon, since you're the only one that's actually met him before?
There are.
Yeah. Yeah, I can broker our passage down as well as I might. He was a pretty agreeable fellow from what I remember last time.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Do we know the goblins are down? I think we just assume that. Can you talk to him and see if maybe he'll give us that info?
Yeah, what exactly are we looking to do here? We're looking to find the goblin, like, quarters in the area. Is that the idea?
Yeah, we heard a rumor basically that the Goblin King hangs out at the arena, I think.
We've got some mutual enemies. We want to broker a pact or something together.
Finding the location of the arena. It sounds like job one.
Yeah. So we want to know, okay, how do we get to the arena? Can we substantiate the rumors about the Goblin King there? And are there any like pointers that he might have for that lead? Like if he knows any kind of passage or timing or something like that.
You want to ask Riglon where the goblins are and how to talk to the goblins?
Yeah.
Yeah. He slaps his knee and says, "I'm be a bad businessman, but look," and he points over across the chasm. You see some scurrying in the shadows off the ambient magical lights that the trolls use to lift are on their lifts. Says, "That's scurrying right there. Surface dwellers, that's scattering right there. That is the goblins. They have the other side of the span."
We don't even need to go down here.
I mean, you could always pay me for my trouble.
I'll say a bad business leads to bad business leads to good favor, which leads to good business, friend.
All right.
But yeah,
maybe I'll tell my overseer that. Yeah.
I will tip you. I'll hand him
a gold or something.
Like five gold. I'll give him 5 gold.
Damn.
He's very happy with that.
Are we able to get across the span here?
Yeah, there's a plank of wood. So the span here is a 10-foot wide, gently curving, solid stone bridge. It's just lacking the central 15 feet in the middle.
Okay,
but it's got planks there.
Yeah. There's like a 3-foot. There's a 3-foot plank of wood currently across the missing span.
Okay, it's a little disturbing, but
yeah.
One at a time, folks.
The stone, the stony bridge definitely does not look Arcantian.
When you say that, you mean older than Arcantian, so something.
Or newer. It has a slightly oil or slick sheen to it, a bit of a pebbly rock texture.
Any architecture junkers here? It's like, this is kind of odd. Skellex has never seen anything that was built by anybody other than Arcantians.
Yeah.
So this is kind of weird.
I don't think so.
I believe we have a bard. We have a bard with us who has training in the histories. TM.
Yeah, I can do histories, but I don't know, and like lore and stuff, but I don't know if that helps with architecture really, like who built this bridge, but I can try. If the GM will let me roll for it.
Yeah. Do you have to roll for it? Well, I can tell you for a fact it's not Robert Moses.
Well, it says I have advantage on like lore checks and stuff.
Yeah. No, that was a joke. He's the guy who built the bridges in New York and the highways, and he's a terrible urban planner. It doesn't matter. Okay. The point being here is, yes, you'll know that this might be this is a legendary place in Ardenville. This you've heard someone talk about this place before. This must be the Sundered Span, as detailed, or the Imperial Span alluded to in the old text. This is like one of the if there was a gift shop for Ardenville, there might be a post-it or a
postcard of this.
Yeah, postcard. Yeah, it says "Hello from the Span" kind of thing, right? So yeah. So your lore would tell you you don't know the creator of it, but this is like, yeah, this is a famous. It's not as famous as the quote-unquote Obsidian Gates, right, for Ardenville, but it's definitely one of those big ones.
Okay, I would tell the party all this information.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Any tips for dealing with the goblins? You know, what kind of gifts they may like?
Pay them.
Easy enough.
We could always ask what it is they seek and stuff, and if, like, offer services, maybe. Like, that's always viable outside of money. Because if they hate the halflings as much as we do, offering our services as mercenaries to help them take them out, that might be enough to get them on our side, just doing that.
Yeah, but if we need to bribe some goblins to get to somebody that actually has authority.
Yeah.
Does the lift take us over there, or do we have to cross the bridge?
No, you have to cross the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, we can take the bridge.
Nice.
Just have to do it slowly.
Shall we do that?
Yep.
Can we...
Off to your...
Is there any way...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, off to your side, about, let's say, 50 feet north, on the... So if you're coming in from the eastern side, the western side's Goblin territory. On the western side, 50 feet north of the Sundered Span, there is a waterfall descending down into the chasm. That's all.
Oh, how scenic.
Here, yeah.
All waterfalls have secret entrances behind them, so I guess we should go look for it. But is there a path down this side of the chasm, or as in alternatives besides the lift that goes down?
There is no lift on the opposite side. But if you look below you, you can see that there is the start of a lift on the other side, on the, again, I'm calling the western side. That's about, geez, like maybe 500 feet below, like almost directly below you. And you can see that that part connects to what appears to be almost like a large pillar sticking out of the ground. And that's where the eastern lift descends to. It looks like it's literally a junction. Like you can see that there's one lift going down, there's another lift going to the east, and there's another lift going to the west, down on that pillar. That looks like almost like a jungle.
Lots of stuff, but no trails going. No other way to get up and down besides the lift. There's no mule trails or things.
Oh no. But as you are crossing the span here, like as your eyes look out and whatever torchlight you have, the span is larger than your torchlight. And like looking up, you can see you just see darkness, the roaring of the waterfalls, the sounds of bugs, and the moaning of the laborers with the winches and stuff moving these lifts around. You're not the only ones down here, right? You can hear strange alien squeaks and stuff, and flittering and flapping of things that undulate in ways that give you nightmares. Hissing of spiders, the squeaking of rats, just all reverberating across this great chasm. This place is alive
with the sound of music.
Mm-hmm.
He starts singing and bounding around.
There's no tests or anything to get across the bridge, by the way. If you're cool to move on.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank God.
Yeah.
Great. Let's find these goblins.
Yeah. Because you're taking your time. There's no pressure, right? Okay.
We're going
So this is just like a wooden span across this bridge, right?
Yeah.
Like
it's
this
like,
open the bridge.
yeah.
Can I use my iron spikes to like secure it on either end? Just like
it's already been secured. Yeah. It is iron spiked. Okay. Yeah, and you can clearly see that the iron spikes that were put in here are like, arm-sized iron spikes. Like whoever had these iron spikes is much bigger than you.
Okay.
Does that waterfall you mentioned, does it start here or?
Yeah, it starts here.
Is it just? Oh, it starts here.
Yeah,
so we could follow that back. So it goes from somewhere to and then heads down. So
yeah, it continues westward. Yeah, it continues westward. Correct.
So, but
right.
Sorry, distracted.
No,
Goblin.
No, you're perfect. Yeah. So across this span, your lights indicate the bright red eyes of these small, squat green guards, sentries on this side. You can see at least 10 of them hanging out on this side. A couple. They don't have a desk, but you can see that one of them is carrying a couple like bags of coins, like on like a bandolier around them, and they're trying to get your attention. All right, travelers.
Is Ninad our designated talking person now? Go for it.
I mean, I guess they're speaking common.
So yeah, they're speaking. Yeah, they're speaking Arcantian, like broken Arcantian, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can speak
not
to them
broken,
in Goblin to speak to them more clearly.
Sure. What are you saying, Goblin, to them?
I'll be like, "Hail! We seek an audience with your king."
They all like retch and spit at the sound of that. Speak your tongue, please. Please speak your tongue. Oh my God. Oh, horrible. Like they're all like they did not. Yeah, that was not. your goblin does not sound like their goblin.
Even just like straight up goblin, it's not.
They understand you. No, you can understand that. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they can understand you clearly, right? But they're saying, please don't speak it.
Your accent.
They're just being very French about it.
Yeah, they're being very French about it. Yeah.
Be like, we heard you may be looking for some help with another faction.
What is a faction?
The halfling, half-men.
Half-men. He's feigning knowing what you're talking about. He's like, yes, of course, we need help with the half-men.
We've come to offer our help. If you could maybe tell us a bit about this area, the sites.
No. You pay toll.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, yes, of course.
5 gold each. 5.
Can they count to 5?
Yeah. What
are they asking for us for a toll for? A toll to pay for what?
To enter Goblin territory.
Does that mean we get a guide? That sounds fair enough if they're going to lead us around.
When I go to speak to your king, I will be discussing this toll with him. Would he be pleased to know that you charged this toll?
There's like within the light of the light source here, they all like grin, these broken teethy grins when you say that stuff. They're like, I'm sure he will give you a passport. 5 gold. I set the rates. The more you make me wait, the more expensive it gets.
I give my 5 gold.
I was going to say, pay the man.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll pay up.
Yeah. All right,
Arthros
we'll
is broke.
pay
That's why he
as well.
made a big deal about it.
Yeah.
I have 1 gold piece to my name.
I will, Skelex will lend Rithros 5 gold.
Yeah. To be clear, you're not sure why they're asking for money. They're just demanding money from you, right? I mean, they're on the other side of the bridge. You already crossed it, right? They haven't said. They're saying just 5 gold.
Like, we've paid your toll. Now, tell us about this area, where we should go, where the things are.
There you go. On your way. They don't want to answer any of your questions.
How
Like
many of them is there?
There's 10? Or sorry, technically 11 because like the leader. There's 10 and then the leader.
Oh, there is a leader of some sort. So
He's the one talking, yeah.
Are they just standing on the side of the thing, or are they
No, they're
preventing
yeah, they're not gonna get Sparta'd for sure. You know, they're not gonna get this as Sparta'd. They're hanging back. You can see that almost all of them have some sort of like crooked, wicked bows of some kind.
No, I was thinking that there's a door behind them or something. They're
sorry, yeah.
something.
To explain, yeah, I neglected my mapping thing, so thanks for asking. Yeah, so the span at the edge extends out. You can imagine sort of about a 15-foot wide platform that then slowly shrinks about 10 feet further past that to 10 feet down, and it's just a 10-foot wide passageway descending southwest, like diagonally. For your whole light source, and it's clearly is terminating in some sort of like grand hall is the best way to describe it at some point, but you can see that all of like the spur passages off of this grand hall have all been collapsed at some point. You know, this place looks like totally decrepitude. There's a lot of goblin scrawl written on the walls and stuff here. Or it wouldn't be great. No, it would be art. Like they have all this like amazing, like this really cool art.
Goblin Banksy been up in here.
Yeah, Goblin Banksy, yeah.
So they're standing between us and some passage that goes, but there's only one way to go. There's not
Correct.
16 different exits. Okay.
Correct.
And they're not offering to lead us. They're just like, you got to pay us now, and we've just complied.
And you did, yeah. And they're like, okay, on your way.
So for mapping, this northern part just ends at a cliff where the river is, basically.
There's no access to the waterfall or anything like that from this side. Yeah, sorry. We
can't walk over to the waterfall yet.
Also, we are absolutely getting shaken down right now. These guys have no rights to be pulling a toll.
Yeah,
I bet
it's something like this, right? And then it just kind of just goes. This is the sort of the passageway here, and there's just like nothing but. You can imagine they're all right here, blocking your way. And I'm describing what your torchlight sees beyond, right? You can see some like graffiti and stuff on the walls and that kind of stuff, and art that they've drawn here. But you can see at the end of your light source that it opens up into a slightly larger chamber, and this whole foyer or hall, is clearly like it goes with the Imperial Bridge, like clearly like it's all aesthetically matching. However, the pebbled stonework of this hall, has been degraded.
So obviously the goblins are occupying this area. We've got to figure out what they're up to, and because they've been obviously here for a while, if they bothered to graffiti up the whole place. So hey, when we come back, we can pitch them all into the chasm if we're really upset with them. But
so to be clear, you can try to like press them to talk and stuff like that, but they're just interested in getting your money and letting you go.
We've got bigger fish to fry than these toll.
Yeah, I didn't want to handle with them right now.
When you meet with the king, tell them Food Swipers sent you.
Thanks, Food Swiper.
What an honorable name.
Hey, swiping food is an honorable practice. It's gotten me by it in my day.
You said there were a bunch of collapsed like doorways through here.
Yeah, so you can imagine there were like all of these auxiliary, spurs and stuff like that, and they've all clearly been like completely covered up and destroyed, and goblins graffitied over them and stuff like that, right? There's an impression of there were more antechambers.
So does this open into like a main hall or?
Yeah, so this opens up actually into a 25 by 20 rectangular room. And what's curious, and this is, you're entering the top side of that 20 by 25, and it's following the same vector as this hallway. So it's not flush. It's going diagonal, right? Because the map designer of this hates square grids and making them flush.
Yeah, here we go.
This whole floor is diagonal.
Amazing.
All right. There are two things. One, there is clearly a like excavated or maybe just like a natural tunnel exit extending from here. I don't know how to describe that, but this corner, and it's clearly sloping downward. You can't see where it goes. Then lastly, there are 4 statues in this room that I should describe to you. These are 8-foot tall statues that look like Missing No from Pokemon, like the early Pokemons. Like they're just deformed, ambiguous shapes.
A block of TV static.
Yeah, they look like a block. A block of TV static is exactly made. Yeah, exactly. That's almost exactly right. You can see at one point that they had maybe hands or arms. A couple of them are wielding some vague shape. But everything is, they're a shapeless biped. There's no racial or personal features to any of the 4 statues here.
Because they were made that way, or they're just old?
Mm-hmm. They look old as hell. They look as old as the and their stonework of the statues looks as old as this place and as old as the span, right? So pebbly, slightly oily.
Okay, so very ancient stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Was this the only exit way?
Do you all as any character here, were they in the do you all remember the bad vibe room?
Yeah.
With the Threnody to Hiroshima?
Yeah.
Like similar vibe statue. But no eye sockets or anything like that in these ones. But like similarly ambiguous, slightly oily, pebbly.
Was this the only exit way?
Let me double check. I think so, because I think there is one, but it terminates.
It's the guy that pays a lot for statues and stuff, right? Could we steal the creepy oily statue for this guy? Or
there's a ruin passageway this way that terminates, and there's a ruin passageway this way that terminates.
But the same way as these other ones, like they've been kind of sealed up and stuff.
Yeah, okay. You can see that the goblins do not inhabit this room, and it becomes readily apparent because the 4 statues in this room begin to animate on their own.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna head down that non-blocked up passageway.
Yeah.
Okay, we're sprinting past.
They're very slow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just
you said
bail.
Go. And we all go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Skellex was kind of hoping to get another fight, but everybody said run, so
you hear.
Moved.
All right. You hear 2 sets of independent laughing One from the goblins that you just spoke to earlier, right? Food swipers group. But then as you're rushing and ordering everybody to move through the tunnels here, you can definitely hear the laughing of Goblin of wherever this tunnel debouches. So this slopes down and it's serpentine. It goes something like this.
Hey, we have someone that works as a, or that's like a priest or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I make an oath? Yelling back down the hallway at the laughter of Food Swiper, it's like, I just want to make an oath that I'm going to make him never laugh again.
You want to swear an oath?
I will gladly hear that.
Really starting off these negotiations.
Ooh.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam, I just saw your message in chat. I did see that earlier. You're right. I forgot about that. I should have.
It's fine. I didn't even like double check my note until like a few minutes after that conversation. So I was like, oh, I probably should have brought this up at the time, but it's fine.
Yep.
I didn't catch it at the moment. My position, so.
All right. So this room will debouche into approximately a 20 by 20 square with a 10-foot opening in the southwest. So something like.
Also diagonal?
Yeah, also diagonal. So like that. However, in this room, as you are like crawling down through here, there are again like a clan of goblins here, about 12 total, who are all just kind of laughing. They're clearly just like there's a cauldron boiling. They're just kind of like laughing and having a good time. But they also like are watching you here. Hey, travelers, hey, drink this. It gives you luck. Snigger. You know, like like they're all sniggering when they say that.
What's it, does it look familiar to any of us? Like, is it a stew, a drink?
It smells like pee. It smells like urine.
It smells like... Oh, where's calamari?
Strong sulfur, ammonia.
Smells delicious, but we've all sworn off the hard stuff for the week.
Speak for yourself.
All right. This room, I'll also describe a little bit past this because it's kind of like open, but you can see that this place used to be a larger hall that has been kind of like broken and eroded over time. So there's this section. Like I could never tell you how to draw this. This is very...
Take your compass 30 degrees north by northwest.
Yeah.
I feel like this is an improvement, Eric. You're just drawing these ridiculous shapes.
Frankly, yeah, it's very challenging. Okay. So there's all these goblins chilling. There's again like they're clearly like either at rest or like they're just having a good time. But you can hear the sounds of more goblins and like singing and like marshalling, or maybe it's like joke telling, like maybe they're like flighting, or something like with each other right now at this point in this other larger chamber. There's at least like you can, as soon as you look past this set of 12, you can see at least 30 goblins hanging out in the rooms beyond. So most of them aren't unarmed, like they're just hanging out, relaxing, living here. You can see that there is like an armory rack. You can see there's some supplies. There's larder stuff kind of scattered around. This place looks well lived in. Definitely like some sort of long-term settlement. Okay, go on. Like then they tell you like if you don't want to drink their piss stew, they're gonna let you off and say like, okay, go talk to Killick.
You know what? Rithros would be willing to drink their piss stew.
Nice.
He's mad at the other ones, but
right, make a
he'd
con.
Be willing to do it.
All right, make a con save to stomach it.
Right. Channel. This one. And I have a +0. 18.
My God. Now you stomach it. It tastes horrible, but give yourself a luck token.
All right. Sweet.
Nice.
And I'll look at the
Longshank drank
nice.
it. The Longshank drank Grunge Bertha's brew. And they're like uproariously laughing. They're like cats on speed. They're like, oh my God, he did it. like they're.
And I'm gonna look at these goblins, and I'll just sit there and go, "This is weak. Is this for your children? Is this mother's milk?"
Hey, we like you. We like you. We won't tax you again. Go talk to Killick.
Okay. So Killick must be the leader. Maybe he's the king. We'll find out.
Did we have the king's name at some point?
No, I think just Goblin King is what he's listed in the notes.
Okay.
Which direction?
This communal area. So his station would be. So this is an area. It's a mishmash of natural caves and ancient work stone. Obviously the stone here is also like that, pebbly, weird, oily stuff. You can see that in the back wall, around this area, there is a pile of debris. And you can see on top of this debris, scrawled out in Goblin. So who can read Goblin?
I can.
Okay, you can see you can see a very formal edict written out that says "No go, bad juju."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so there's a passage back there, and it's blocked off, and they say that's not for.
So there,
okay. So there's something,
and you can see, staring at it a little bit, you can see there is some sort of door blended in with the rubble. This is not a regular stone door. In fact, it's like some of the rubble might actually be artwork of the door. Looks maybe it's impressive, but clearly they don't care. The goblins don't care, and they have buried it with a bunch of rubble and trash. All right. Currently at work, you can see that they are flirting with a fellow goblin as you come in. And they kind of like, make a notice of your attention, but they go back and they're trying to finish this conversation. They seem riveting about their time at the arena and when they should make plans to go again.
I think our bard needs to go and sing some songs.
I'll let the guy swing for the fences on his own with the lady goblin.
Oh, it's a male goblin. How dare you assume?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll let him swing for the fences on his own.
So, they clearly they make plans, and it's a little bit of a flirtatious ending, like, oh, we'll see, I'll call you, kind of thing. But anyways, I got to go back to. I have to head out, and they're like, okay, well, have fun, kind of thing. Okay, but thank you for our patience. Don't think I've seen you lot before.
No, we just made it over.
Are you? Look, he stops. He's like, "Are you?" And then he looks like, "No, you are. You're the ones giving those halflings a bad time."
Yes.
We see our reputation precedes us.
Lucky guess.
That could be anybody. The goblins have pissed off, or the halflings have pissed off a lot of people.
Mm.
But yes, we are those guys.
Well,
we want to talk to Killick about a mutually beneficial friendship.
He snaps his ankles together. Commander Killick, at your service. This is, as you can see, and like you can see, like there's like a goblin who like just burnt himself off like the hot piss water. I run a tight ship.
You'll give those beastmen a run for their money.
Gillex the soldier keeps his mouth shut.
What can I do you for? You heading down to the
Indeed,
obsidian gates?
No, we were actually looking to end the halfling threat once and for all. And we heard you guys are quite capable in that regard.
Oh, really? Once and for all?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Oh, really? Like he's no longer trying. He's trying to be more composed and be polite when you offer such an audacious initial term.
Well, you see, we've been dealing with these halflings, and from what we've heard, they've been having a bit of a time with you. And if neither of us get along with them well, it would be very much mutually beneficial to get rid of them. It's hard for us to take them all on ourselves, but
you hear a popping in his mouth as his tongue plays with a snaggletooth that's kind of loose. And he goes, See, enticing, but and he speaks pretty good Arcantian. Enticing, but you're a bit of an unknown quantity. No doubt you have the prowess, but you're ambitious. I can smell it.
We have some reliable intel to
why would I
how many there are.
So, and he scratches his he tugs on the single hair on his chin and plays with it. Tell me, why should I believe you that you won't replace the halflings with your own racket? And I'm back to square one.
You see, I, myself, am poor as dirt. I mostly just do not like the halflings because they continually insist on taxing me. They always want a bit of the share of what I have. I don't have enough to go and hire mercenaries to go and guard a large section of this massive labyrinthian city here. I mean, you might, but I'm poor as shit. I can't afford that. All I seek is to not pay these people's taxes anymore, as they keep insisting on pulling this money from me. You see, it's quite preponderous. Makes it hard to make a living here.
Also like to add in that we're adventurers. We're here for the thrill of discovery. We don't want to deal with the operations of running a business. You could have that and run it yourself, assuming there's a little pass for us in it.
He pulls out that dangling hair from his beard, or just chin, because there's no other hair. Okay. And he looks at it. What's in his mouth? So you're giving me that real estate. He doesn't say real estate. He uses the goblin word for real estate.
With some stipulations.
Right. No taxes.
No taxes. No fees. No paying for passports. None of that.
And you help us wipe them out.
What?
You see, we have information on them, and we have manpower that you might need. We could come from another direction and assault on them. We could, but we just need more bodies to be able to deal with their numbers. We need more help. We need more strength.
Manpower. You and you surface dwellers talk about manpower. Meanwhile, he starts to count. Continues to count. Continues to count.
We keep moving around.
I have 4. times your number. Yeah, it's like, stop moving.
And how many halflings has 4 times our number taken out?
He I mean, he
Didn't
doesn't
we
know
just
your
kill a
efficacy.
bunch of them?
Yeah, because we've killed. Starts counting, trying to remember. 30 or so.
Why don't you do
mean,
this
that base-
yourselves?
They have that base camp. We need someone to go and take the position so they cannot reman their defensive fortifications. They keep remaking these traps, and they keep holding these gates against us, and it makes it difficult for us to... We might be able to knock them out once, but we would not be able to do it again and again and again. That
Don't
is our
halflings explain to me, surface dweller. I have been fighting them for months. So tell me, why do you need my help? If they're so easy.
We have a
There's
pincer.
2 entrances.
We have a pincer attack. You charge in from the south, distract them. We unlock the door from the west, and then charge in, and then they're trapped inside.
Right. Soften me up, so then you can take all the credit and then do with me as you please. I've heard this one before. Thank you.
No, we are giving you this place to run the extortion deal.
You are enticing him. He's clearly entertaining this, but to speed this along a little bit, right? He clearly doesn't trust you enough. Like, you just met him. He knows you through second order reputation that the halflings are getting screwed from the surface a little bit, right? So like, he knows that. That's been very clear. But he doesn't know who you are. Like, I mean, he knows your names now, but like, he thinks you're going to screw him out of this. Right? And he's not hearing anything he's not hearing... Yeah.
You tell me, what could I do to gain your trust in this matter?
Let me talk to Gog. Let me hear what he knows about you.
Oh, who's Gog?
He looks at you and says, I see. And that seems pretty damning.
Isn't Gok one of their gods?
Gog.
Gog?
Gog is not a god.
Guy, he's on the first level in the Temple of Thoth south. We've only heard rumors and hearsay about him.
I'm new in town. I'm just here to murder halflings. So you guys keep negotiating.
Do you know the Goatmen? Perhaps you've also met Mekmok.
What? The hell are you talking? No. Who the hell is a Mekmek? Who's Mekmok?
I think that Gog might be the name of their actual king.
Yeah.
I think it might be Goblin King Gog. Because I'm not seeing Gog in their list of gods here.
So then, shall we speak with Gog and explain our plan?
Sounds like you should introduce yourselves to Gog. And then give me some time and give me 7 days. Make my decision. Survive until then.
Can you do me a favor? Can you kick Food Swiper in the ass?
What did he do? You have to tell me what he did. I will, but you have to tell me.
Oh, he just takes money.
Yeah, he's really... Why do you think he's up there? He's really good at it.
Yeah, but I think he should get kicked in the ass anyways. I don't like taxes. That's a tax.
Yeah. The economy.
Everyone always owes someone.
He just goes, economy.
Yeah, but it would be funny.
He's lying. He won't kick him in the butt. Of course I will. You got it. Now go see Gog. When you head out of here, you're going to go west and then crawl up through the tunnel, through the hole in the ground. And you'll be pretty much in his cave.
This way.
Yeah, we've got time to take another route out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
So he's going to go talk to his people, and we need to figure out find more people to talk to. But at least we know how to.
Yeah, this narrows to 5 feet. There's an intersection here, an intersection here. Goes 15 feet. More goblins. And then there's a hole that goes up this way, that digs up. This clearly opens into some kind of room. This clearly opens into some kind of room. In fact, you can probably see the ending of that room here. This one seems to have like a little like, you know, this is like the goth group down here. Like they're all like brooding, like not as chipper as the rest of the goblins that you saw. But yeah, then there's this hole up in the ceiling here. And there's a bunch of and there's a bunch of barricades and stuff like that leading up towards the that hole. Like they clearly hit like this is like a main entry point. Like this room with the X right here. Like this one's clearly sort of like another like watch station. And they won't charge you for a toll. But they do point over and be like, that must be the piss drinker. That's the piss drinker.
That was a rich
travels
right?
fast.
Yeah. He made
new title.
He made friends. You got a new name. That's your new nickname.
Oh yeah.
You know, water sports, they're perfectly
don't yuck don't yuck someone's yum. Yeah. This passage, this one you're going down also slopes upward gently. Okay. Let me know if you're ready to go through the barricades and stuff, and we'll. It's not for the record, it's not a hole in the ceiling. It's just a ramp. You know, it's an excavated ramp that goes up. And there's a bunch of barricades right here. You know, you can imagine this ramp is well defended.
Against? What are they defending against? Let's ask them.
They laugh and be like, "See for yourself."
Well, let's check.
All right. So you're going to be busted out, like you basically emerge through the floor of like a plinth without like a cylinder, right, about approximately maybe like 5 feet wide or so. Clearly like a statue used to be here, right? That you're entering from. You're entering a catastrophically damaged hall. That's approximately 15 feet by 15 feet. The backside is totally covered in rubble. So I don't know how you want to describe this, but like, you know, like the back part of the wall here is going to go over the cave part. You know what I mean? Like it's like this.
We'll just do a dotted line and then connect it elsewhere.
For sure. The rubble is currently covering up. So you would have to go over all of this rubble, some sort of passageway that's going off to the southwest this way, into some sort of chamber. The northern passageway is blocked off by rubble. The exit from the room with the statue plinth that you're crawling out of is right in the middle of the northwestern wall. It's about 10 feet wide, and it opens up into a large, expansive, massive cavern. You can see that there is a lake in it.
Does this drawing look right?
A lake in the middle of a cavern. Wow.
The statue's in the middle, and like the plinth is there. Right. Okay. Or quote unquote where the statue would be the middle.
Yeah.
Does this looks like a lake that's intended to be there, or just a giant? just because water has leaked in here and filled up this old room?
You can't see where the lake starts or ends, but it's massive. This whole chamber, right? You can imagine sort of like the exit's this way, but it doesn't actually have the lines there.
So this could be feeding that waterfall that we saw down below.
Yeah, I'll draw in green just to
That'll make sense.
Delineate stuff. And then you can see that the lake goes something like that. There is some land in the middle. You can see that the lake continues. You know, you can still see water here, and then, you know, further over on that side. There's definitely like a path around to the north or south of this lake that you could follow. Let me know which directions you want to go.
Oh, so there's not water on the south side here, or it's separate water?
Water on the south side. No, that's rubble. Sorry, I picked the wrong. That's all rubble. Yeah, that's Barney rubble. So this is a vast cavern, right? Looking up, you can we don't have a lantern lit, right? We just have torches.
Memento just lit one.
All right.
I lit a torch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Torch light. You cannot see the ceiling. However, you can see the dappling at the twilight edges of the torch, like some large stalagmites. Stalactites? Mites. Mites are mounds or ground. So it's stalactites.
Stalactites. Yeah.
Tights, yeah. Stalactites. This gives you the sense of a large natural tomb. There's a surreal stillness in this whole place, you know, except for the sounds of bats and like. But yeah, you could definitely hear the sound of this lake and the moving of water. You can see the flow of this, and it's clearly going toward the northeast. Right, it's flowing this way. It's calm, right? It's a calm flow. It's not rushing.
So maybe if we follow that, it'll take us to where the waterfall came out, and that hopefully we can follow that back to the bridge. And get out.
Did the waterfall look like it had like passages alongside it, or like paths alongside it, or was it just like water coming out of a spot on the side and falling?
Water coming out of a spot from the side and falling.
So I don't think we want to follow this down. I don't think it goes anywhere important. I mean, there might be like a secret passage, because there's always a secret passage, but
I was just thinking it would go out to where the waterfall was, and then, well, I guess there was not a path along the side of the chasm, so we may then have to just sail over the waterfall, which is probably not what we want to do.
That's a one-way trip.
Yeah. So, where you come out, you can see. Let me be more clear. Actually, so there's this river, right? And you're in like this large, like either a lake or a bulge in the river, right? And there's a bit of land in the middle of this river. There is a sort of kind of broken path leading to there, to that island in the river.
A giant statue and a brazier on it?
No.
Okay, it's not the same island.
No. No, but there definitely is a like fire pit, and a smoke rack, like it's currently going on, and you clearly see some like some kind of fish or eel or something like that is currently being smoked.
all right. So I think that might be the home of Gog.
Little flicks of things in the river here are darting like all around you. When you look down, like tiny shrimps.
How many shrimps do I have to eat before I make my skin turn pink?
Okay, Flamingo, calm down. These do not have pink in them. They are all white or gray. They have little snippy claws. In fact, they're I probably misspoke saying they're shrimp. They're actually crayfish.
Who's your crawdaddy?
Yeah, they're crawdads. The craw fathers. But there's no sign of the person who runs the smoker or anything like that. The fire and set like this would be it's an unconventional style. It would not be like something an elf would do or a halfling would do. Everything looks kind of big. Like if so, you're a halfling. Maybe not that big, but maybe troll size is probably maybe that's maybe tipping my cat too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a... Oh, this isn't a chasm. This is just a big open area.
Yeah, it's a vast chamber. It's an open area. So
Okay.
So you can either go straight towards there, you can go south and kind of follow, and I'll give you more depictions of what's going on to the...
Was there something over
this
here
cavern
also?
over here? Yeah, but my mapping is incorrect or imprecise. Because this stuff should be translated down about 10 feet by the hole. You know what I mean? Like this hole and...
Yeah, they line up.
These line up. So this is not connected to here. This is over here. Like, so there's like a, there's a space.
Oh,
that makes
okay.
sense? Yeah. So like so relations to the maps. I'm getting into the weeds here. It's your mapping. Who cares?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. But the point being here is this place is too big to map with one go. So I need to know which direction you're going and I can give you more information. Does that make sense?
Let's head towards what we came here to do.
You want to go to the fire pit?
Yeah, because we did hear that the halfling we captured told us if we had talked to the troll yet, and that he was a nice jovial guy.
Yeah. All right. Coming out of the water, who's been below, carrying 2 buckets of giant crayfish, is this hulking, again, like Habsburg jaw-lined, cone-headed, kind of like big, huge hulking lad. Although he is wearing, despite swimming, he's wearing like this glistening, very, very pretty silvery, almost like moonlit webbed cloak. You can see the wrinkles on his face and stuff. He's up there. He's got imagine like a Habsburg Sean Connery kind of look. He's clearly been around the block a few times. Oh, travelers, new ones, new faces. Come, making a meal. Stay a while.
Well, at least he's hospitable. Let's meet this guy.
Wait. And he puts down the baskets that writhe with, the shimmering gray shrimp crawfish things. He looks at you all and says, wait a minute. Who owns the night?
The Black Boar.
And he looks and bridges his nose and says, never mind. Dinner won't be ready.
Like, we're not with them, though.
You know their secrets? Spies?
We've had some encounters and overheard them.
He needs to figure out whether or not you're lying. Let me see whether or not he can deduce it.
So, Summer would signal to Goodlash to take out a suit of setite armor that's still covered in blood, throw it at his feet and say, this used to belong to one of them. Now it's ours. We've had run-ins, learned a few things. They're not our friends.
You rehearse that. Like he's, no, he doesn't jump to that conclusion yet, but he probably thinks that for a second and be like, nah, it's too clever. You look too new to be.
Dash mark for it.
Yeah. You all look too fresh to be Setites. And
Well, I think
should I be
very much take pride in my freshness.
My many years
tucked in her mouth.
I'll take a chance on you. For my many years, I've been very seldom wrong about people, especially folks from the surface. Now, do you have any shinies for Grog? Grog loves shinies.
I have something better than shinies. A delicious recipe for those crawdads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's just his response. Okay.
Yeah. Well, information is information. He smiles. But I prefer shinies.
Who's got some money?
I've got gold,
I
but
can,
do we have anything else more interesting than just gold?
No, unfortunately. I've only got the most boring of shinies.
So tell me about the news from the surface. I've heard mixed things about the halflings. As he begins to, you can imagine he's preparing the meals.
It's like, oh yeah, they've upset quite a few people. There's a bounty on a Pobotamus's head. There's a bounty on any halfling working with him. The Blue Shields are out hunting them. That's
right. Let's put a pin in that real quick and do a bathroom break. Because we've been playing for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah. All right, let's get ready to rumble. Since we're all on the island having this conversation, I updated the map a little bit so you can update as required. The large lake kind of narrows down to the north into a sharper funnel. Across the way, you can see just at the edge of your lights and this campfire lights is that the walls illuminate a set of stairs leading up to a large pebbly, oily hallway. And you can see that it starts with these two strong pillars. I don't think you even need to... I think even a bard can tell that the magic of those pillars emanates to you. It need not be detected, right? It is dreadful. Or dread-inducing.
Oh, that's different. It's a very scary thing.
Yeah.
Also, not Archontian architecture.
Correct. The croaking of toads can definitely be heard over there on the far side as well.
Like big toads or normal toads?
Both, actually.
I wonder if this connects to here.
Where? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Anyways, you're talking to... Let's go back to the conversation, right? So you're talking to Gog. Gog will steer the conversation towards something of his interest and says, "So, what do you think of beastmen?"
Oh, they're organized.
They try to kidnap us and take us into the deep to their queen. Or mother, as they call her.
Oh.
So, it doesn't go well.
Don't go with them. She not make honest man out of you. He eats a raw crawfish.
We surmised as such.
I have treaty with them. I can't hurt them. I can't eat them.
Would you like to eat them?
He repeats with a shiny, you can see that he does not have as many teeth as, for example, the Riglon, the troll overseer and stuff like that at this point. Think like Gollum's teeth, So like the 3 teeth that he has, he's like, I have deal with them that I cannot hunt and kill the beastmen.
Such a shame.
Yeah. But he repeats that in a way that like he's smiling and like he can't, he doesn't, that you're onto something, right?
Emphasis on the I.
Yeah, I can't be seen.
Yeah, we've had some run-ins with them. They seem tactical and like they could be good allies, but they were not willing to work together. So we did what we must to protect our own.
So, side note for the group: if we need to get this guy to get the goblins on our side, I think just bringing him a Beastman corpse would probably do it.
We haven't seen the Beastmen in a long time, though.
Have we gone to the areas where they're at?
The Beastmen caves, yeah.
Yeah, we
taken
killed
by other stuff.
We've killed a whole bunch of them, and they've kind of retreated back from the stuff close to the surface in a lot of ways.
I have to exercise so much restraint as a GM to not correct you or not add what you guys already know. So much. It's honestly the hardest part of writing this game because I want to tell you so much. Okay. So
yeah, we know they fought the Azure Shields and ambushed them. Like a whole bunch of them showed up and ambushed a group of Azure Shields coming up the stairs. But we're not sure exactly, I think, where they hang out right now.
Sure.
Gog, except for maybe the second Beastman infantry.
Gog is feeling generous. What would you like to know?
If the goblins are interested in eliminating the halflings and taking control of their operation.
We already know they are interested. They just don't trust us.
I know, but
how do we get the trust of the goblins?
But I'm saying it like this for him with emphasis on the and gaining control of the operation, because that's the thing the other guy didn't trust us on, that we would actually give it to them.
Kill him. I like Killick. Killick, good goblin. His group, he run tight ship. I like him.
We like him too. He did run a tight ship when we met him. He sent us to come talk to you about this offer we had.
They're not as smart as you or Gog, but good hearts, Good. They're smart. They got the right instincts per year.
Good group to chill and crack open a cold one.
They could run that level good.
That's what we would like to offer them in exchange for their assistance in eliminating the rest of the halflings in that area.
Yeah. You can clearly see that he's mediating this, right? Like, it should be very clear that he is talking for the goblins at this point when he's describing this to you. Like, But he doesn't trust you. Yeah. He doesn't trust you yet.
No, but he has heard of us.
Oh. Some beast men would help me think.
Perhaps you could point us out.
I'll have to bring some guests.
Hiding.
We might bring some guests to visit you.
They don't hide. I don't want to talk about this.
All right.
He doesn't want to give you the Sorry, let me put it a different way, because actually, let me gamify this for a second. If you ask him, so he's asking for this thing, right? And if you're making him describe where they are and do the whole thing, that defeats the point for him to want to help you.
Yeah.
But I think we know where the beastmen are. I've heard other folks have been talking about it. So we know where they are, right?
Yeah.
So we could offer to bring some guests to visit him sometime.
But where we've seen them previously, we've eliminated all of them there. We haven't seen any recently.
Okay.
So they have other further bases deeper in the mountains somewhere.
I think we would have to kill the beastmen before we bring them, because I don't think he is able to kill them with his treaty.
That's exactly what I am implying. Maybe I'm failing. I'm saying we'll bring him some visitors because he can't terminate any beastmen. But gee, it would be a shame if some beastmen residue happened to be dropped off at his place. That would be so unfortunate.
So I mean, you can keep talking to him for like we're all running near the end of time. Like, so you can totally ask him some questions here, but like we'll leave it at that. Yeah, like it's going to be a quid pro quo situation because they don't really know you. Prove that you can be. Yeah.
And he'll put in a good word for the goblins, and then the goblins will help us clear out the halflings, and the goblins get the halflings' territory.
Yeah.
So long as we get good treatment.
Mm-hmm. They're open to that.
That sounds like a good arrangement.
Then we'll also get to loot all the stuff the halflings took from us. We'll get to loot that off of them and that jazz.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if we promised the goblins the territory, we didn't promise them all the goodies.
The contents, yeah.
Hey, Gog, would you tell us what the best way up to the surface from here is?
It takes you through halfling territory.
Does it come out at the temple?
Yes. Its entrance only Gog know. Tap said.
Alright.
That actually sounds super useful.
Do we want to take that way back rather than the?
Well, I don't think he'll tell us.
We'll run into the halflings also there.
Yeah.
But even knowing about it now would be very useful for potentially
later.
the future.
Yeah.
We know there is a way up around here. That's important to know.
And we knew the temple connected to Gog, but we didn't know how deep it was or something like that. But
right. To be clear, you don't know where it is. Apparently it's somewhere in here, right? As you could infer from the way he's describing this. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't know where, and you can't see it from where you're at.
We can ask him if he can just tell us.
Probably that room with the pillars or something.
Yeah.
You don't want to go up to see the halflings. Not if you don't like them.
Not today, but we will soon. So just show us which way not to go.
Yeah. He laughs as you he sees you try to get us one past him, Skelix, and he smiles his toothless smile. She's like, I like you. You have brain like me. Always thinking, always joking. As he plops in a few more hands of crayfish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
so
we don't see any other up from here, looking around his island.
Yeah. We'd have to like explore out this vast chamber, or maybe back up this way.
And he might not be willing to let us explore his vast chamber while we're in here.
Yeah, he says,
yeah, we gotta buy this
he gets a little like he bends over, and kind of looks down. It's like, you want to know where passage to Halfling is?
Not at this time.
He clearly looks at where the pillars are, right, and the stair. He's like,
not where we came
radiating
in.
pure evil.
On the other side.
Yeah, the evil hallway.
Yeah.
So there's something over there. Okay.
Do we want to go look at the evil hallway?
All right.
I think we should have a quick look, just to see if there's anything noticeable.
Can we get over there?
But maybe not.
Just how evil it is.
Yeah. What is this scary place? Let's go have a look and see if there's a big sign that says halflings this way in there.
right?
But was there a bridge or anything on that side?
The way over the lake.
The passage, yeah, the passage over the lake would be actually somewhere over here. You have to go all the way around. It'd be that's like the easiest fording position. The alternative would be like up here.
There's no
also
boat.
staring. At
These are
water.
fording. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm also staring at where this water enters this lake.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just know that probably comes out somewhere else. That's that's another passageway.
Yeah, there's fast flowing water hitting here. Right?
Yeah.
And then
so like follow that way back. Is there a passage there, or is it just
no? It's spurting out of the rocks. There's no space. The entire volume. The entire volume is kind of high pressured water moving down.
It might be the locked door behind the waterfall.
So yeah, high pressure water is basically pouring into the stream, and then it kind of hits this large lake, and it calms down, right? Because there's so much space for it before kind of narrowing again on the northeastern side. Does that make sense?
I think we've only got 10 minutes left. Do we want to check this room on the way out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, down there. Yeah, we could have a look, but yeah, we should probably start rushing.
Just retrace our steps. Exactly. Wave at the goblins, say, oh, we're all set with GOG. You guys are going to have a grand...
Yeah. I'm so sorry. There is one additional thing I want to point out here. There is an odd fire pit right here. And it's got 6 little like fire pit rocks evenly spaced at every like 15-degree.
Is there a fire in the fire pit?
No, there's nothing there. It doesn't look like there's ever been a fire.
Stone's colored.
No.
So this lines up with what's up in the halfling area, the Temple of Thoth, and I also found out through a rumor that there's teleportation around here. That the priests built 3 temples and they travel to the chasm via teleportation.
Yeah. And these, well, I would say that, close inspection of these rocks reveal that there are slits in each of these rocks.
Yes. They match up with what's in the temple. We don't know how to activate them.
And yeah. What the? Okay. Yeah. So what do you all want to do for the last 10 minutes?
Check this area, at least map it out.
Right.
Yeah, I want to go over and look at I wanted to go over and look at the hallway with the pillars. I thought that was really important.
Yeah.
Because we know that
they're doing that.
That's the
I thought people were saying down here.
At the temple.
That would be the opposite direction you guys are going. So which way are you going?
I think we should save the pillars for later in case something spooky comes out and we get stuck.
Yeah, I feel like with 10 minutes of the session, I don't want to be doing escaping the dungeon, right? I think maybe. I mean, personally, I would angle for just going back.
Yeah, we should just head back
in case
we gotta
have like a random encounters and stuff like that we have to get past.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, let's just leave.
I mean, we didn't get any treasure, but we saw
got
some
plans
really
in motion.
stuff. We've made some potential allies.
All right. So, are we going to say you're just moving through the back the way you came?
Yeah,
that would be my vote. Yeah.
Okay. If you're going back the way you came, let me just do a quick roll to see.
It's like a Beastman patrol spots you.
Oh, good.
Okay. Food Swiper's going to ask for a toll as you're leaving.
Are we going to just kick him?
I'll toss him 2 rations. Be like, for your namesake.
I'll mix him with his soup.
All right, he won't let you cross unless you give him gold. So that we'll start. We'll have the impasse there, right? So you are right next to the chasm, right by the Sundered Span. You've walked through. So behind you is the creepy statue room where things animate and they go to you, right? And then there's them. And then there's also a giant community of goblins. You're kind of in the middle of everybody, and they're saying, "Gold, please."
But there's just 10 of them, right?
11 total.
Okay.
So
11
Food
total.
swiper, you better be
I've got-
really good at swiping food because you're going to be feeding me. Because I got no money.
What do you have?
How much was the last time? It was 5 each or something like that?
Yeah, he wants 5 back.
Yeah, I don't want to
5
pay
more.
him again. We already paid him before.
I got a boot I really want to shove up your ass.
We got passports from Killick. They're being printed.
Yep. Well, until I see a passport, you paying 5 gold.
Should we do
Pay
a...
up.
let's do some intimidation.
But if you're too broke, then I'll just take something from you.
Skillex is just spoiling for a fight. He's ready to get up in somebody's face.
All right.
I mean, I think that's a
Keep
great way
some-
to ruin everything we've just achieved this session.
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
keep that in mind.
Somebody
Yeah.
do something, or Skillex is gonna screw up here.
Cool.
If you-
Thumeric will reach into her bag and pull out. What do we need? 35 for all of us.
Yeah.
35
I can
gold.
cover myself.
I've got. I just hand Food Swiper literally a bag of food and just say, "Swipe this."
He throws the food over the dang span, dude. He wants money.
I give
Give
him
him money.
35
Money or like real stuff.
I give him
You're
35 gold.
Yeah, he'll take
You're not
your
living up
gold.
to your name very much.
Food swiper, the next time
Sorry.
I come here, if you ask for money, I swear to God, I'm going to drown you in that pot of piss.
He laughs. He's like, "Pleasure doing business with you. And enjoy the span." As he just waves at you. He doesn't care. So, oh boy, if you thought the halflings are bad. Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, you got shook down twice. All right. Well, you do have to kill that skeleton to get out when you go up the stairs, right?
Oh, it didn't burn to death with the.
Oh no, that's right. It is dead. I'm sorry. I didn't write that down. You're totally right.
Well,
So,
Are you going to wake up
logistic.
anything from a sarcophagus?
All right. No. Logistically though, you do need to mark off a. Oh yeah. So burn another torch going up that first set. That gets you to the
I'll
don't.
burn mine.
That gets you to don't open old one inside. Right. Then from there, you're going to need to burn another torch to go back up the serpentine, slithering, natural cave to
I'll do that
the
one
trapdoor. Okay. So those are 2 torches down. All right, and then you can
No,
make
not
it out.
torches.
And all right, and then before we
On our way out, can I
Yeah.
grab the armor off of the burnt up skeletons? Sell it for a few coins.
yeah, sure.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't mind doing that as well because I've got leather armor. I don't know if is it usable?
I mean, we torched
yeah.
it, so it's probably
I would describe it as, yeah, you'd probably have to pay a quarter of the value of the armor to get it repaired, and even then it will be bulky, so it will be 1 more slot worth of for the armor because it's old and janky.
I won't bother.
All right, cool. So then, but you do not get home free. As Ninad, so you have spent, hours have gone by. You have traversed the dungeon. You can almost smell the smell of fresh air as you open the trapdoor. There are 6 giant rats that are just hungrily slavering. Have been trying to scratch open this trapdoor the entire time. So you open up and you see the hissing of 6 rats going as you
So
close
much
the
for
door
my
back there.
theory.
If you don't mind,
So
gentlemen.
what are you gonna do to all
Folks,
these
if you
rats?
don't
Are
mind,
I guess we throw food up at them.
What was it, Viren?
I was just saying, if you don't mind, folks, I think I can handle this one.
Go for it.
Oh,
Be our
please
guest.
do.
Aelwick cracks the thing and is going to catastrophically kinetic blast whichever one's closest to the trapdoor.
Okay. I will let you go ahead of them in initiative. Survey says.
Yeah, shoot away.
Yep. Ooh. Okay. For 7. You will absolutely kill a rat.
So one of them just gets hit with a bolt of lightning coming out of there.
Yep. It's a burnt... yeah. Fried rat.
Does that, like, scatter the rest of them?
Absolutely not. But the other 2 start eating their that rat. But 4 more are hissing. What do y'all do?
Got it. So one of them getting... So I think it's
So
from
we're
there,
on-
it's just probably going to
Do we need to do this in initiative order, or?
Yeah, are we on Aelwick's turn and then it's going round to Adam next, or is it?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Let's just do that. So Aelwick, and then yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull up my sword and I'll just chop at one.
Okay.
14.
14 hits.
1
For
damage.
1. All right, still alive.
You get your mighty deed as a fighter.
I don't have mighty
He's a
deeds.
bard.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a bard.
I'm a bard with a shit ton of strength. That's all I have.
The Kaya strat. It's a good.
Caius was a bard with just a shit ton of dex, but now also has 18 strength.
Yeah. All right. Give me it. Skelix. Right now, you all are shuffling up this ladder, doing something, and then closing the trapdoor and coming back down. All right, what do you do, Bunyip?
I'm just, if I can swing my sword at one of them when climbing out.
No. Looks like they... Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna get out there. I want to fight with these guys. So I'm just climbing on out.
Yeah. Okay. So then there will be 4 remaining. So on my turn, you're gonna get hit by 4 rats. No. 2 of them are eating, so you're 2 rats.
Erythros also would have been going up there.
Well, and also Aelwick's also up there.
Sorry, we skipped over Adam. No, we didn't.
I win.
Oh wait,
I did 1 damage, but I also would have been out there, so he wouldn't be taking all the hits himself.
Gotcha. Okay, so then 2 of them are eating.
Yeah,
so there's
3
6
of
rats
us out there.
Yeah, 6 rats, 1 dead. So 2 of them are eating. So there's 3 left. So I'm gonna roll 3 d2s to see who they hit. 1 is Adam. 2 is Bunyip. All right, 2 on to Adam.
Come at me, bitches.
Aelwick is also up there.
Oh, then D3. Let me reroll. And oops. Okay, so one apiece. So the first one would be Skelix. Probably not. 1 is Erythros. Nope, same roll. And then the last one is Aelwick. Okay, listen, done. Am I wasting the time of the evening to have to force you to kill rats? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll jump up there and start laying about with a dagger.
Pity Gog didn't say he really liked giant rats.
Oh, Erythros just wants to kill something. He is absolutely pissed.
I miss.
I will. Yeah, I think the only option I have is to get in there with the longsword, so I'll do that.
Mm-hmm. Right, 1 rat's dead, and there's 5 remaining. So
4. Yes.
hits.
4 damage.
All right, 1 rat's dead. So 2 rats are down now.
And short sword is it's not finesse. Can I try to just run out to, well, I guess crawl, maneuver my way over to the entrance, and climb out, so then I am not stuck inside and try to shoot.
Yeah, for sure. Maneuver around.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
Right, who's up?
Bjorn's rolling.
Aelwick is going to continue his like there's just like a stream of lightning basically getting
Yeah,
dragged
you're
across
Raiden.
the rats
I gotcha. You're Raiden. I
at this
understand.
point.
Absolutely. Executed.
Another one
All right.
just fucking explodes.
Does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
That means it's
Oh, the good news.
or-
All right. Yeah, Skellex's turn. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep. That strike's true. Oh my god, okay. 2 rats remain, and they are fleeing. They failed their morale. They are going to peace out. And that will
Run
be
after
the
them.
yeah. That'll be the end of the session, as you all can make it back from there.
Can Erythros make one attack with a crossbow as they run away?
Yeah, for sure.
Just because
For
he's
fun.
pissed and wants to kill something.
I've had it.
Same. As they started climbing out, I wanted to shoot at them.
I've had it.
15.
15 will hit.
4
Nine.
damage.
4 is not enough to kill it.
And 9 misses, I guess.
And a 9 will miss.
Oh, 10. 10. I keep forgetting the +1 for ranged.
10 does not do it either.
Okay.
All right, so there's final score. There are 6 players, 1 townsfolk, 0 gold recovered. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Good luck.
No. Did you bring an armor? You brought the armors.
Yeah.
How many armors?
And we could possibly skin the rats. I could carry
No.
2 of them. So I don't know if anyone else carries any.
I mean, there's definitely I have capacity for. Armor.
Right.
That I don't know if you count like the fact that I just picked up one of their shields in order to have an extra
No.
shield as like I didn't think so.
No. All right. The final tally then I will say with 2 sets of armor. That's a total of 10 gold that you can get profit from that. So the final score is every PC share earns 16 XP today and 1 gold piece. Nailed it.
Well, the info is
Yes.
True. Right? Too bad you can't buy a room at the inn with info.
I have a
Well, if
question
anyone
about.
wants to go down on downtime,
All right, what's up?
I have a question about shopping. I see some people have masterwork items. Can we buy? How does that work?
You have to travel to Gosterwick, and they cost 4 times as much as normal armor. The benefit of them is that they have 1 less slot for capacity, and they remove penalties to swimming and climbing.
They remove. Oh, that sounds like something worth buying. Okay.
So yeah,
With that 1 gold, yeah.
As the person who has bought all of the masterwork, I think for the most part.
Okay. That's just for armor, or is there masterwork weapons too?
So far, it's just
No.
been for armor.
Yeah, just armor.
Okay.
There's silvered weapons. You could buy
Yeah.
silvered weapons.
Yeah. You
Yes.
could commission a silver weapon, but no. Masterwork weapons would just be nicer weapons. They just look nice and they cost more for purposes of recruiting
Trade-ins,
followers.
50% value or something. If we trade in one sword for another sword, or
Yeah, you can assume 50%.
okay, that's just for doing math. But have to go to
Yeah.
Gosterwick to do that. Got it.
Mhm.
You can. Well, there are like merchants at the inn that you could sell stuff to, but like they don't have like a masterwork craftsman there. You know what I mean? Who could do that kind of stuff? But like your regular bartering peddler stuff, anything OSE equipment guide. Yeah, there's probably a guy at the inn that could hook you up. But specialty stuff like that requires the town. All right. Well, yeah, that will be it today. Sorry, it's pretty roleplay heavy session, but thanks for doing
it's
it.
good. We got a lot done.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah, it's good progress.
Huge amount of progress.
Basically accomplished
there was
stated
treasure,
goal.
but
yeah. So great.
Thanks, Eric.
Absolutely. Can't wait for you to pass this information along and see what comes about. And I look back at Discord and there's 700 messages. So thanks all.
See ya.
Yeah. See you, everyone.